Excited to represent Apeswap at the Revelation Hackathon and be part of this initiative with BNB Chain. First off, a little bit about myself. My name is Obi Dobo, and I'm a co-founder and the product lead over at Apeswap. I spent the last few years, even before Apeswap, focused on blockchain, Web3, and crypto products. So hackathons are certainly right up my alley, and I'm super excited to go through this opportunity with everybody. But before I jump in to all the opportunities we have in the hackathon, I'd love to take a few moments to explain what Apeswap is for anyone who might not fully know. At the most fundamental and core level, we consider Apeswap to be a DeFi hub. What this means is we don't view ourselves as any single DeFi service or offering. Our goal is to actually expand to give lots of different decentralized financial opportunities. We currently offer a decentralized exchange for swapping, pools and farms for yield farming, self-serve and official fundraising, lending, and much more. So really the name of our game is expansion. What we're trying to do is expand our protocol and our service offering as broadly as we possibly can, which if you ask me, I think that makes Apeswap an excellent place to build for this hackathon or otherwise. But maybe you need a little more convincing. So let me try to do that really quick. Why would somebody want to build on or for Apeswap? Well, the top row here, as you see on the screen, are hard metrics that showcase the ecosystem that you can tap into as a builder on Apeswap. We have 500,000 monthly active users, over $250 million in TVL locked in our various protocols, and a very broad ecosystem with over 175 different partners. On the bottom row are other reasons to potentially build on Apeswap. Sort of the soft metrics, if you will, but the things we're more proud of than anything. We're an established OG BNB Chain protocol. We have one of the most inviting, exciting, invigorating, and friendly communities out there. And there's so much room to grow. Apeswap is really in the sweet spot where we have lots of upward mobility because we're not the largest protocol in the world, but we have substantial traction where we can actually start to build meaningful things and have decentralized financial impacts. But wait, there's a little bit more. Just like lots of projects being built at this Revelation Hackathon, Apeswap was launched as an experimental protocol between a group of friends. Over time, we've refined ourselves into a trusted brand and very reputable organization. On the right, you'll see our initial UI that we launched with, which is obviously a bit more crude than in the top left here, our new UI that we're currently using. So our product has grown a lot over time, and we definitely understand the process of bootstrapping something from the ground up. And we're more than happy to help people with their projects that want to do the same thing. So hopefully I've convinced people that Apeswap is a wonderful place to build and contribute all your effort. So let's get to the good stuff. There are 4 different opportunities that we're offering for this Revelation Hackathon from an Apeswap specific perspective. The total prize pool of these 4 opportunities is $16,000 to be won. Specifically, $3,000 to the first place of each category and $1,000 to the second place of each category. So 4,000 allocated to each one of these 4 categories. So I'll spend a little time diving into each one of these so you can understand what we're really looking for and what this really means and how this impacts our overall ecosystem and why we would want to put a bounty on these things in the first place. In the top left, we have banana burns. Burn mechanics are so essential and help Apeswap make and maintain a healthy ecosystem by controlling the inflationary mechanics we have. So if you'd like to participate in this particular bounty, basically what you need to do is build a banana burn mechanic or add it to an existing dApp somewhere to assist in the process of burning more and more banana. The winning criteria we're looking at in this particular bounty is obviously the ability to burn banana, the creativity in tokenomic design. We love creative tokenomics and the product quality, the overall quality of whatever's produced in the end. The second thing that we have an opportunity for are our NFT projects, non-fungible apes. And if you're unfamiliar with NFAs, they're one of the first NFT projects on BNB Chain, issued over a year ago, I think, at this point in time. So they've been a long-standing favorite of BNB Chain, at least from my perspective. And obviously, we'd like to help them find different ways to integrate and different ways to add into existing and new protocols. So that's exactly what this bounty is for. The task involves integrating Apeswap's NFAs into an existing dApp or creating a new dApp that utilizes the NFAs in some capacity. For this particular item, the winning criteria we're going to judge by is any sort of narrative or design you implement into your NFA's bounty. The creativity in the implementation, this is something you can have a lot of fun with. They have a very vibrant and lively community that's very imaginative, I guess you could say. So the creativity in the implementation here really, really matters. And then once again, the product quality is something that will judge the first and second place winners for this bounty on. So yeah, that's our NFT project, non-fungible apes. The third bounty that we're offering is could be called lots of different things because there's lots of different ways to approach it. Some have been calling it yield farming abstraction, basically making the process of yield farming a little easier for users to understand and go from no knowledge of DeFi to actively participating in Apeswap's yield farming opportunities. Or as you see on the screen, this could be more generalized to UX enhancements. How can we make it easier for users to go from no DeFi knowledge to getting access to these financial opportunities that we're providing because they are such powerful financial opportunities, and tap into that directly without needing to jump through as many hoops. So winning criteria for this bounty, obviously ease of use is a very important metric that we'll be judging on. If the name of the game is user experience enhancements, then making it easy to use is very important. The ability to maintain decentralization is something else we'll judge on here. We've noticed a lot of UX enhancements have gone towards a more centralized route where they completely obfuscate how and what is going on in the background from the user. And while that makes it easier, there are a lot of different risks that crop up, and just the ethos of decentralization isn't favorable with that path. So one of the things we'll judge on for UX enhancements is the ability to maintain decentralization. And the last item that we'll judge on here is obviously product quality. Then moving on to the fourth bounty that we're offering for the Revelation Hackathon is a social and referral program or system. Creating a social, community-driven product and environment is so essential to how Apeswap operates. And in an attempt to further the shareability of Apeswap's platform, we're putting a bounty on any innovative mechanics to basically drive a specific behavior. And that behavior is increase the likelihood of users to share and reference other users to utilize Apeswap in some capacity. The things we'll be judging on to give those first and second place prizes for this fourth bounty is the innovation and unique implementation of the social or referral program. The on-chain mechanics used, a lot of referral programs abstract once again to a different level and don't have the social and referral programs baked directly on chain. So it creates risks, more overhead to manage, other things like that. So the ability to keep this solution on chain is very important. And then the effectiveness and product quality, as you probably guessed by now. So those are the four things that Apeswap specifically is putting bounties on for the Revelation Hackathon. Just to reiterate, the bounties are being offered with $16,000 in prize funds to be won across the four of them, $4,000 allocated to each one, with a breakdown of $3,000 for the top prize in each category and $1,000 for the second prize in each category. So I hope that was all clear, but there's a little bit more. If for some reason you're unable to participate in the specific hackathon, I would love to illuminate something we've been working on in the background and starting to offer, which we've been calling our growth and grant program. This is a program for individuals, groups, or even established projects to help make their quote unquote product dreams come true with a little bit of help from Apeswap as well. We have 3 different ways to get involved, as you see on the screen. The first are outstanding issues for small grants. And I can make sure all this information gets to the audience through BNB Chain, so they have the ability to tap in and access these different opportunities. But the first out of the 3 on the left side here are the GitHub issues. These are outstanding issues for small grants that have a predefined dollar value and a predefined bounty on what we need implemented and fixed, how that's going to work, and what the ultimate payout for that implementation and fix would be. This is if you want to contribute in some meaningful way, you don't necessarily know what to do, but you want to pick up an existing task that Apeswap already knows we need help on and add value in that way. That's a way to do it. And that will persist even past the Revelation Hackathon. The second way to engage with Apeswap from a grant and growth perspective is the pitch template. We have a process that we use to build different products here at Apeswap called ApeUp. It's derived from ShapeUp, which is a different process used to implement features and products. And basically, in part of this process, you're building a pitch on what you would like to build and the resources you need to build that. We do that internally for building new features, as we have lots of different ideas and lots of different things that we need built, but we need to hone in on a few specific items. So people provide pitches on what they think need to be built. This can be extended to other groups wanting to work with Apeswap in some capacity. So we ask them to fill out a pitch, what resources they need, whether they're developers from our end, whether it's compensation from our end, whether it's something else to bootstrap their project. And then after proper due diligence, proper analysis, and proper sign-off, we can help that project get off the ground with bootstrap funding or some other sort of grant. And then the last thing is, if you already have a project you're working on or a protocol that's established and you want to work with Apeswap in some meaningful product capacity, we're very open to forming a partnership and having projects and protocols build on us or build more decentralized financial opportunities to give to our end users. So if you're interested in learning more on any of those opportunities, I'll be sure that these links get over to you. Like I said, these opportunities persist no matter what, even past this hackathon. And just a little piece for those who might still be feeling a little intimidated. If you're not quite ready to jump directly into building on Apeswap, we have lots of different opportunities to even learn with us as a protocol and as a community. First of all is our documentation. There are lots of insightful information about Apeswap and DeFi in general in our docs. The second is Ape Labs, which is our premier classroom style learning curriculum to get you from zero crypto knowledge to being a DeFi expert. I highly recommend this if you're starting out in crypto. It's an incredibly well-ran organization, and by no exaggeration, it's been definitively life-changing for students who have put in the work and gone through this curriculum. And then the last thing is Ape TV, which is a podcast that churns out content predominantly about the BNB chain industry and getting people up to speed on the latest and greatest happenings at Apeswap and broader BSC. So lots of learning opportunities if you're not quite ready to be a builder yet. And we're more than happy to be alongside you in that learning process. So that's it from my end. I think my 15 minutes are up. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope these opportunities struck you as exciting and you're interested in building on Apeswap. If I can be of assistance in any way, you're free to DM me on Telegram. My handle is at Obiedobo, Obiedobo. Other than that, I'll turn it over to the BNB Chain team.